Wolfpack fans, welcome in Charlton Warren. He is our new co-defensive coordinator. He'll be coaching the safeties and the nickels. I guess some people ask me, what's the role of a co-defensive coordinator? Is it in title only, or are there some responsibilities?
I think especially on the front end of maybe a new coordinator and maybe some changes coming, you want to better blend some systems together. And that's why I think the co-coordinator, from this standpoint on the back end side, maybe there's some concepts that I'm very familiar with that Coach Elliott wants to use. So we merge those two things together in the meeting room. And I think it's one of those things where there's some authority and some autonomy from that standpoint because of career and experience, but more so it's just blending of things together to come up with a final product that then Coach Elliott would be in charge of.
Gotcha. How have you guys tried to maybe speed up the process of getting to know the new players that you're seeing and also the new coaches that you're working with?
Yeah, I tell you, Coach Doran did a great thing of, even though we were recruiting, each week in January, he designated a day off the road. Because one of the hardest things as a new coach coming into a new program is you get here in January and 5 days you're gone, so you never see your guys. We took one day as a staff off the road each week to focus on our players in the building. And for me, that was great. I got to learn names, learn about their families, their background, watch tape of them, meet with them in different ways that had nothing to do with football, to get to know them as people. And for them to get to know me and what I'm about and what my background is.
I've been anxious to talk to you about your military background.
Yeah.
You played at Air Force, you served active duty for 10 years,
Yeah.
You've been in boot camps, you've been in training camps. How did that help shape you in your career? How did that help shape you in your life?
You know, the military part of me is ingrained. And the one thing you go to the academy for above all else is leadership, because it's a leadership laboratory. And they teach you from the day you walk in, and they take you through the gauntlet of what that is to be a leader, right? And then from there, you build the accountability and the self-discipline to go forth. And really, when you graduate academy, you feel like we can do anything in the world because you've been trained the right way. As a football coach with my players, if I train them the right way, they can be successful if they become a doctor, if they become a lawyer, if they want to go to the NFL, if they're a backup and on special teams, they can be successful and do whatever they want to do in the world through accountability and discipline. And what comes with that, what people miss is the trust that you're going to take care of them as the person in charge. Mm-hmm. That's a huge part of leadership, that my guys know I can count on my coach to be there for me. And that's so much a part of leadership is trust. And when you're a new coach coming to a new staff and you want people to buy into you, they don't have to trust me now. I have to earn that. And as a good leader, you want that to be earned. I don't want them to follow me and do what I say just because I'm the co-defensive coordinator and secondary coach. No, I want them to believe in me and see the work I put in for them. And the military taught me that.
I'm sure when you were playing college football, you thought those two-a-days were just killer. Nothing compared to boot camp, I'm sure.
No.
And then can you translate that to the current players and say, you know, they're out there huffing and puffing and say, guys, you haven't been through boot camp.
What I tell them is don't expect me to feel sorry for you. I've been through boot camp. I've been through special ops training. I've been through a lot of things, and I tell them I get it. You're not in the military. But I tell them things in life are hard, and you can push yourself to be more than you ever thought. The body will keep going. It's the mind. And you have to callous your mind to be a warrior. You have to callous your mind to go through things that you think you couldn't do and come out on the other side of it victorious.
Well, I have some kind of get-to-know-you questions a little bit away from football. What do you like to do away from football?
If I can find some water and a fishing lure, I love to fish now. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind. I love deep sea fishing, going out in the ocean 6 to 8 hours and finding the big ones. I love throwing a reel in the pond and finding some catfish or some bass. I am an avid fisherman.
Do you have a favorite food, and can you cook?
If I wasn't coaching, I'd be cooking for a living. I consider myself an avid cooker. Just ask my kids. I love to cook. Specifically, I love to grill. And I have 3 grills. I would have 5 if my wife would let me, but she cut me off. But I love to smoke and do ribs and barbecue and pork butts and shoulders, huge cuts of beef. A great Saturday for me when I'm not coaching is getting up at 6 a.m., getting the fire going and cooking food all day and then eating it at the end.
Man, that's my kind of day. I love that. Pleasure to get to know you. And
Appreciate you.
I'm going to hold you. I'm going to invite myself over to a grill out at Coach Warren's house.
Come this summer, there'll be meat on deck.
Ooh, that's my kind of man. Ladies and gentlemen, our new co-defensive coordinator, Charlton Warren.
Appreciate it.